Hi everyone, this is Grom Grom. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I am sharing you about the Aeonium Arboreum plants in my garden. They are also known as tree Aeoniums or tree houseleek plants. Aeonium Arboreum is a succulent plant that grows in a rosette on a sturdy stem. It is an evergreen succulent with rosettes of fleshy, spoon-shaped green leaves at the end of the branches. Aeonium arboreums are easy to maintain. They store water in their thick leaves, allowing them to tolerate drought conditions requiring minimal watering. These plants are very adaptable to neglectful care routines because they thrive in bright lights and well-drained soil. Attractive when not blooming, this plant is particularly striking when it produces golden, small, star-shaped flowers in the late winter to early spring. These golden, star-shaped flowers bloomed in midwinter because my place has a milder winter. But flowering of this plant is not just about putting on a show. Flowering is a key part of the life cycle of Aeonium Arboreum. While age and stress can cause flowering, it is also a sign of good health and a step towards reproduction. It is also a succulent plant that dies after blooming. This is also called the death bloom. Aeonium arboreum dies after flowering because it is a monocarpic plant, meaning it puts all its energy into producing flowers and seeds once in its lifetime, then dies after blooming. While the flowering rosette may die, Aeonium arboreum that have multiple branches can continue to live and grow from remaining branches that didn't flower. Aeonium arboreum that have multiple branches will never have flowering on all of them. The oldest branch will flower first.
Multiple branching in an Aeonium plant prevents death bloom by allowing the plant to continue growing and producing new rosettes even after a single rosette flower dies, because the plant continues to live through its side shoots or branches. Multiple branches has a higher chance of survival After one rosette blooms, because new growth can occur on the branches, effectively preventing the plant from dying completely after one bloom cycle.
Pruning the Aeonium plant can encourage branching from the leading stem. This is best done during the active growth phase in spring, when the plant is well fed and growing vigorously. Remove some leaves from the center of the rosette on the main stem. Let the bare patch dry out and form a callus. After a few weeks, small buds will form around the scab. This will eventually become small rosettes and new branches. If it is a solo rosette that never formed side branches and is starting to flower, the plant will likely to die if the whole flowering process will go through. To avoid the death bloom of the Aeonium plant, cut off the flower bud. This prevents the plant from dedicating its energy to flowering and dying. This will allow the plant to continue growing new offsets instead and eventually branching. I placed the decapitated bud in a small jar with no water and watched the bud finish the flowering process. After 17 days, you can see tiny rosettes forming from the stem where the bud was cut off. These tiny rosettes will eventually branch out to form branches. This is how the decapitated bud looks like after 16 days. Since Aeonium is a monocarpic plant, another way of keeping the plant's genetics is propagation to preserve its legacy. I propagate the plant through stem cuttings. Cuttings should be placed in a warm, dry, shady spot for a few days to allow the stem to callus. I used a pot with a lot of drainage using a well-draining potting soil. Insert the cutting halfway into the pot. Give the plant 1 week to settle before watering. This helps the plant adjust to the soil. Spring is the ideal time to propagate the plant. Keep the soil thoroughly dry in between waterings. Keep the plant in full or partial sunlight. In hot summers, light shade may be necessary during the hotter afternoon hours. Aeoniums are drought tolerant but requires more regular waterings than other succulents.
Thank you very much for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share.